Now we are.
Sorry about that. If you guys are waiting on there, we just began to go live. Wait, I thought it was live, but now we're completely live. Let's see who's out there. There's anyone out there right now joining on the screen here. If you're just joining us, make sure that you just put your comments right there wherever you're streaming from, and we'll be able to see the comments here at the very bottom.
Dive right into it. Go.
Okay, here we go. Anyway, guys, here we are. Another segment of our EECOM Mentor Monthly live stream here. We've got Greg Ryder here, our CEO, our trusty warrior and leader here. He's got some amazing news today also, by the way, that we're going to get to. And got me, Director of Marketing here at LaunchCart, and we're going to delve into a couple topics today. We're going to talk about the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and we're going to do a little checklist here. It's kind of a recap of everything that we've talked about before, but some additional tips that you can go through and see if you've got these things ready and set for your e-commerce store. And then we've got some Q&A here, a little bit of Q&A if we can get that in, some questions regarding how we do business here. And then at the very top, we love to begin with a segment called Mindset segment, and we're not sure exactly where you guys are at in your business, if you're starting, if you've been here for a long time, but mindset is extremely important. But at the very top, I think it'd be really great for us to talk about a major announcement that we had today, right, Greg? We have a person that sits on our board. He is what they branded the $1 billion branding accelerator of all time. So, Greg, you want to talk about this?
Yeah, no, and I want to kind of, we recently made some changes, and this person is actually the co-CEO, and his name is Bernd Ullman. So he's the chairman of our board, and he's the co-CEO of LaunchCart. And he launched his new book today called The $1 Billion Branding Blueprint. And the $1 Billion Branding Blueprint is live at Amazon.com. You can go just type in branding blueprint, it comes right up, or Bernd Ullman comes right up. And we're working on hitting the bestseller list. Right now we're number 16. We were like at 2 million this morning, and right now we're at number 16. In a couple different categories, we're moving up. So, hey, if you guys are building a business, you really want to understand the industry's tactics and strategies of building a brand, please go get one of these books. Amazon.com, Bernd Ullman, The $1 Billion Branding Blueprint. But like he said, like Johnson said, I always like to start these things with like a little some inspiration and some inspiration on the whole wisdom and the mindset things. And so I kind of want to start kind of compounding a little bit what I started last time we did this live, and that is, mindset and the little things. The little things count. And I want everyone to think about the little things that you do or don't do have a big impact on where you go. And another good analogy to this is if I want to lose 20 pounds, there's nothing I can do to just go out and in a day lose 20 pounds. I just can't go run on the treadmill for 10 miles. I can't just go play basketball. I can't do anything and lose 20 pounds. I have to take a strategic, long-term approach, burn more calories than I'm intaking, build more muscle, and over a long period of time, I can lose 20 pounds, right? So think of that same analogy with your business. And again, going back to that weight loss, it's the little things. It's like, okay, I'm not going to have that soda with my lunch. I'm not going to have soda at all. I'm going to switch from soda to water, and then thus changing my calorie intake. I'm going to eat this. I'm not going to eat it this time of day. I'm not going to eat this time of night. I'm going to cut out the sweets. I'm going to quit drinking coffee with the 70 calories of creamer in the morning. Those little things that when you do consistently compound themselves and give you the results you want. So it's no different in business. And so the problem is that we all want instant gratification. We're an instant gratification society, right? And so we want to pull in the drive-thru. We want to get our food. We want to throw it back and have our deal. We want everything to happen overnight. And that's just not how we're going to win. And that's not how it's going to work. So what we have to do is we have to take this seriously and go, okay, what are these little things that I'm doing every day that are moving me towards my end goal or moving me away from my end goal? And again, a bad example of this is if I'm vacuuming my office, right? Because there's some dirt on the floor. That's a little thing. It's not necessarily getting me closer to my goal. Okay. So I want you to consider taking the time to make a list of all the things you're doing during the day, and are those things really meaningful and for you to get where you want to go? And the other thing that I remember Laurel Langmeyer taught me this a long time ago, and a lot of people teach this too, is if it's a $10 an hour job and you want to make $200 an hour, you can't be doing a $10 an hour job. You have to only do things that are worthy of a $200 an hour person, or whatever that number is. So you can say, here's my annual goal income. I want to make 100 grand this year. And then you can divide it up by, the many weeks, the 52 weeks in a year. You can divide it up by the amount of hours in a week that you want to work and figure out your hourly rate. And then go, if I'm doing something that doesn't align with that hourly rate, I'm doing the wrong things, right? So hire people to do those things, get the virtual assistants, get somebody else, don't do them, let them neglect, because the bottom line is we can't do everything. My list grows more than it shrinks every day. So I have to be really cognizant about what we're doing. And then just think about this. What are the little things matter? The little things really, really, really do count. And they really are a big difference in your ability to achieve success. Okay. So with that being said, let's dive into some more Black Friday, Cyber Monday, e-commerce, marketing strategies and tactics.
Just before we go in there, I just want to reiterate that what Greg is saying is absolutely true. We talk about this, and one of the things that we do is we have a weekly workout, like 3 times a week, and we play tennis. And to me, I believe that that's just an important key. And I love it that he talks about the little steps. And he's absolutely right. And that's what we're trying to adopt here at LaunchCard. So going into, sorry about that, guys, there's a little drive out there. But so going to this next segment for the Black Friday, Cyber Monday checklist, I'm going to go through some steps. And Greg, feel free to comment on the checklist that we have here. Just let you know, we want to recap on some of the things we've talked about, but add some new stuff. So if you're all ready for that, we're going to dwell right into it. Okay, so checklist number 1 is this, is make sure that whatever you're offering for your Black Friday or Cyber Monday deal is your best offer, okay? Like, we want you to do your very best offer. This is really important. Don't mess, unless Greg has a different idea. You don't really want to mess with like the 10%, 15%. Give them the full best offer, because you're going to be competing against a bunch of other best offers. So take a look at your offer and say, okay, what's the best offer I can give for Black Friday? People are going to be looking for deals for Cyber Monday. People will be looking for deals. So number 1, make sure that you come up with your best offer. And if you want some tips and some offers that we have here, I've got a few here. Anything on that, Greg, at all?
I muted myself because we got these cars driving in the background. My microphone picks up everything. It's like anything within a block of me. No, it's really about, no matter what you're doing online, you're trying to overcome that trust issue. You're trying to overcome, the different issues that go around trust and people trusting that they're going to get a good product without seeing it, touching and feeling it. And then it comes back to an irresistible offer. Who is your target audience? What is your avatar? And what is that irresistible offer that's going to get them to give you money as opposed to somebody else their money? So right on, spot on.
Absolutely. So let me give you guys some offers that we are like the top offers for Cyber Monday. One is free shipping. Now, Amazon has done an amazing thing in changing consumer behavior, and we know about this, having just free shipping across the board. So if you can offer free shipping, that's a huge plus. You're going to see your abandoned carts maybe kind of drop off a little bit, but free shipping is big. That's one way. 2 is you can bundle something together, like come up with an amazing bundle. Maybe you have like a product that fits with, let's say, for example, you're selling a dog bed. Well, maybe bundle it with a dog leash or whatever that may be, but find something that's a bundle that's irresistible for your customers out there, and give them a deal for that bundle as well. Of course, you're not going to, it's probably not a good idea to try and charge full price for both products, but bundle them together, make it seem like, hey, you know what? This is the one-stop shop kit for, let's say, cameras. Bundle things together. That's another option.
Let me give you a really good example of that. So we have a site that we sell leggings, and we sell print-on-demand leggings. So there's a design on the leggings. So we're thinking, okay, the leggings sell for $35. Then we sell some sports bras and some sports tops, some athletic tops. And I've never bundled the two together with matching designs. So now we say, okay, now we have two $35 items. If you're to buy them retail, they're $70. But if I bundle them together, I can give you $20 off. You can get both of them for $55 or something like that. But they go together, right? I got the leggings and a sports bra. If I'm buying leggings, I might be into yoga, I might be using it for jogging, whatever. And now the sports bra goes with it. So we put those together. We increase our AOV on the front end. We're decreasing our profits on maybe the second product that we're bundling it with. but it's a great example of what you can bundle. And that's always what you want to do. That's a never ending. That's something you always want to try to figure out, whether it's a one-click upsell, a postcard upsell, or an email flow going, hey, you bought these leggings, you might want this matching top. You always want to think about that as you move down the e-commerce marketing funnel path.
That's right. And one thing I love working with Greg is he loves cross promotion, and there's great synergy between different products. You're going to get good brand equity from the previous product and then the second product as well. So having cross motion and bundles is super, super great. Another good one here, Greg, is the free gift for purchase. Now, depending on what you sell and what you can do, this is a pretty good incentive because there's a lot of people that are going to give discounts on their products. That's great. But what if you can bundle, maybe not even bundle, but maybe what if you can give them free gift? Some of the ideas for that has been like maybe old inventory that you want to get rid of. Maybe it's something like maybe it's a little lead magnet. Maybe for you it's a digital product. But having that free gift is another possible offer that you guys can have as well that you can add with every single purchase. You know, hey, if you're going to buy in the next 3 days, you can get this free. I don't know what it is. We've got lots of candles here. We might give away candles. But that's one offer. What do you think about that, Greg?
Well, we're both doing the controls. Okay. Here's what I think about that. I don't want to give away a candle. Too big, too bulky, too expensive, too heavy to ship. You want to think about your giveaways, and I'll give you a couple examples. Makeup, people selling makeup, they give away these little makeup sponges or maybe a makeup brush that maybe you might have 30 cents, 50 cents, $1, $2 into it. Super easy to ship, put it in with whatever they're selling, and it's really, really lightweight and easy to go with it. Another one I really like is what digital product can you create to bundle with it? So let me give you an example. Let's sell, we're saying the pop-up pet door, and it's a sliding door replacement to let your dog go in and out. It's a pet door. Well, I could sell an ebook or bundle it with a free ebook on how to potty train your new puppy, right? Or one of the things I'm also thinking about what we do with the leggings and the tops is if we're targeting yoga people, we can maybe have a video course or an ebook on how to do yoga at home, right? Or maybe it's a workout course, but something I can partner with or acquire or buy from some other person that's already created this digital content. Because now the digital content I'm delivering electronically, my cost is very, very little. There's no cost of goods, but the perceived value of that is high because maybe the ebook's worth $40 or the video course is worth $40 or $90. So now you're bundling a $90 video course with $70 worth of leggings and sports bra. Boom, magic, and that will really kick into it. So what digitally can you add to it? And then otherwise think ahead of the game. And you know what, the fact that you mentioned this, I completely forgot about this, Johnson. We need to think about that and go, what can we get and go buy and put an inventory and make it as like a free little tchotchke that maybe has a perceived value of $5 or $10, but it only costs us 50 cents, $1, $3, because that really does go a long way. You'll guarantee to see increase in conversions if you offer something as a freebie, get this free when you order this.
And right. And remember, you're looking at the customer experience, right? If there's two products that are the same and you can give them something free with it, that's just enough of a value proposition for them to click on your buy, right? So you're giving them an edge against every other thing. You're competing against everyone else. Having that lead magnet is really strong. Right now, I just saw, Greg, for a couple of exercise people, they were setting full monthly workouts. Sorry about that in the back there. A full monthly workout. If you buy their yoga mat, you get a full monthly workout. Things like that. And I love that idea. So going into the next one, and one or other idea is the famous BOGO, right? Buy one, get one free. Now, it just depends on where you are with your costs and what kind of products you are. If you're selling a TV or electronics, that might be expensive to you. But for those out there that are able to move inventory, buy one, get one free is great, or even buy one, get the next one half off. But BOGOs are a big thing. We see that a lot with apparel. And right now, it's one of the, if you all know who Gap is, of course you all know who Gap is, Banana Republic, they love doing these BOGO things. Now, this depends on where you are with your store. It's not conducive for everybody, but it's kind of like the most famous one overall for what you want to do. So that's some of the offers that we have. Greg, what do you think about that? Oh, wait, you're muted.
And by the way, when the cars go through I can hear, I know you guys hear them because my mic picks everything. I don't hear them through your mic. We're on the second floor, so we get the sound of all the cars coming by, even though we live in this real quiet little downtown area. But the BOGO thing, but here's the funny thing about the BOGO. So I remember how naive and dumb I was when I got into e-commerce. There's that term BOGO, BOGO, and I didn't even know what it meant. And I'm like, what's up with that? I don't even know what BOGO means. That's not good. And I'm like, what do we do in a BOGO? What's that? BOGO, right? And I'm on the internet going, what's the definition of BOGO? Because I felt that enough. It's like, believe me, all the women know what BOGO means, right? It's like,
I love that. I love that. We always get into those situations where we learn new terms all the time. Okay, so let's talk about two more things here for your checklist. One is have a countdown timer. We partner with a great group of guys called BGS, and one of their top strategies is have a countdown timer. And then yesterday, Tuesday, if you remember when we had Ivy about email marketing, she gave you a few sites, and so I'm going to type it right now here in the comment section so you can take a look at that. The one that we tend to use is centric.com. You can go and click on that link there. It's super easy. It's very easy to install on your emails, but having a countdown timer adds urgency to it. That's one of the countdown timers that we use. There's some other ones, but that's one we like using. So have a countdown timer if you can inside of your emails for your
something about that. There's a number of unscrupulous digital marketers that use countdown timers because scarcity is critical. Creating scarcity is critical. It's a critical component to making sales online. But what I don't like is I don't like what I call false scarcity, meaning, oh, we're going to put a countdown timer and the clock's going to end, then we're going to restart it. Or you'll see these Facebook ads, buy today only, it's on sale today only, and it's really not on today only. It's just an ad. I don't like that false scarcity from a brand building perspective, from a long-term longevity perspective. Sure, the tactic works, but for your real customers, your real clients, they see it and you put doubt in their mind. That they caught you with the false scarcity. Oh, if they're going to lie about that, they'll lie about this, and I won't believe that. So it just doesn't work. So if you're a real brand, real company, don't ever do false scarcity. Don't let anyone talk you into that, and do real countdown timers with real scarcity and real ends, and make them end, right, and do that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. And one of the biggest things for countdown timers is try to beat the competition, right? By having your offer out there and having the countdown timer end right before the next big the step is going to happen. The next, when Best Buy and Amazon start doing their thing, and having that countdown timer gives them the opportunity, hey, buy from us first before you buy from those guys. So that's one way you could do that too. So here's our big thing. We're going to hammer this in. You've heard it in the last 3 live streams regarding Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Start early. Start now. That's on your third checklist. Start early. Start now. Start working on your deals. Start working on your emails. Start early. So we would love to see a big check mark off of that when you start doing your planning. But start early and start now. And that's what we're doing now. Okay, so
I want to say something real quick too about this stuff. 2 thoughts. One was, well, we like with Skinny Girl in particular, we've been around. I think we have 17,000 buyers or something like that in the last year. And then so we have what we call our VIP customers. And these are people that have bought from us maybe 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Maybe they spent over $500, right? So I thought, see, right now our inventory is higher than it ever is. Like we stock up on inventory and then inventory and inventory. So we're always running out. Like we're always getting, oh, I'll be out of those. We're out of those. We're always running out. So I thought what we should do, and I think Ivy's on here listening, and I don't think we've talked about this in our meetings, but what if we had that Black Friday sale, a week ahead of time or 5 days ahead of time or whatever, just for VIP people, just tell them right up front, hey, you are VIP customers. We love you to death. We now have a high inventory of everything. We don't want you guys to show up on Black Friday and we're sold out. So we're giving you the chance to get those same savings. Now you can buy again on Black Friday, but if you want to do it now and get ahead of the crowd and save that money now, boom, we're going to make sure we have the inventory for you and you get first dibs. See, that's a great story. It really is a genuine gift or a genuine tactic. And I think we would make a lot of sales if we did that. See, Ivy says, I love it.
I love that. I think that's great. And in fact, it's so crazy, Greg, as you're saying that, BGS sent us our huge newsletter, and it's tactic number 5 on there. Give a VIP heads up on the sales that's coming up for your Black Friday. So we love that. Going on with our next couple of things here is, and we're going to talk a little bit about emails, just because of the fact that some of you may not be in the place to do ad spend, and so you can get a lot of value from emails.
Are we moving to emails now?
Well, we've kind of been a little bit on emails. All that stuff can be.
I'm just going by the list you gave me.
Yeah, we're moving on emails. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I got one other thing I want to mention on the offers.
Sure.
So one of the things that so we were working with the brand and a A-list celebrity, 50 million fans, and and they didn't have any risk reversal. And I said that to them, and in a Slack conversation, like, risk reversal, what's that? And really, it's that money back guarantee. It's that satisfaction guarantee. This is critical. This is really, really critical, especially when you're starting out and you're trying to build that brand equity and that brand recognition and that trust. People got to know that if they don't like it, they can get their money back. And at minimum, they can get a store credit or something along those lines. So risk reversal, what can you do? How can you say it? How can you say it a little bit different? What can you do? What is that? How can you stand by your product and make it front and center, put it everywhere, emails, carts, landing page, checkout, initiate checkout, everywhere, that risk reversal, let people know you stand behind your product, you are a reputable person, and you will make sure they are happy. And in my opinion, we've been doing that, and it's tough at times because you're giving people refunds you don't really want to give them, and they don't really deserve it, but you're giving to them anyway. But at the end of the day, it comes back at us and comes back to us. So make sure that risk reversal, and especially the holidays, people want to know what's going on there, and how they can do that. Think that through. Really think that through. And like for us, I'll give you one little thing to end on that. So with us, we sell these jeans. Well, when they don't like them and they don't fit, women want the jeans to fit nice. Of course, we want them to fit nice too, right? They have to send them back to us. So, you're talking $6 to $8, $10 to ship them out, then $6 to $8, $10 to ship them back. But then we got to get them. We have to inspect them. We have to look at them, make sure they're not damaged, whatever. And then if they're still in good shape, we got to fold them back up, put them back on the shelf so we can resell them again, just like any other retailer would do, right? That all costs money, right? So you can't just say, let me give this kind of return policy without really thinking through what those costs are and how that's going to affect you and what's going on there. So just make sure you think through what are the costs, or if you're doing print on demand and you're working with a third-party fulfillment center, what do they do? Like, you can't make up a risk reversal, satisfaction money back guarantee without understanding what your fulfillment partner is going to offer and what they're going to do and how that works, right? So you don't want to get yourself caught the wrong way, but definitely think it through and make sure that's part of your offers and part of your site.
And I love that, Greg, because one of the things that I love about what we try to do in marketing is try to look at the customer experience and getting their trust. And it's a really important thing. And I love the risk reversal thing. It's important to look at your factors on how and whether you can do that or not. But just understanding that the customer, there's so many people out there competing for their time, and for you to have that value proposition, say, we're with you, we get it, we want you to be happy with our product. That's a great, great philosophy as well. So moving into email, here's a big tip for checklist number 4 it's the best time to work on your email list. Okay. Get on your email list, work on your opt-ins, work on building your list. Right now is the best time. And I'm going to give you some 4 tips that I've got, and Greg might have more, is, okay, if you can do it, do Facebook ad lead generations, where you can do ads, run ads towards your opt-ins for your Facebook, for your website. It's a big, big thing. 2 is create. If you don't have an opt-in on your website, create one now. Like some of you out there, we found out that there's a huge percentage that don't have opt-ins on their website. And what an opt-in is a simple little pop-up or something that takes them to a page where you can capture their email address for more information or whatever it is. Have that. It's vital for you to collect their email address. 3 is live chat. Now, I know that we've been talking about for a while, but so what happened is a lot of companies were using live chat for support, but it seems like there's a big trend that people are using live chat to capture emails. So a little live chat that comes up and says, hey, if you need help looking for this, enter your email address and we'll be able to give you more information when this product becomes available. Live chat is a great thing. And we've got some actual links for that. So we can show you here at the end of the show here, some links for you to look at some live stream platform from live chat platforms. And finally, Greg's gonna love this because he's been wanting to do this for such a long time, surveys. Turns out that surveys is the best way to get a high amount of engaged people. What we mean by this is this. If someone completes a survey, they are engaged. You can send them emails, you can send them offers because they are taking the time to send a survey out. I mean, they're taking the time to fill a survey out. Maybe come up with a survey, make your opt-ins really powerful. That I've saw 2 opt-ins, Greg, by the way, today that said, right as they were clicking out of the website, it said, hey, before you go, can we ask you something? And automatic survey. And then because they took the survey, they gave them like a 10% discount, but they captured the email address as well. They were really clever with how they did their surveys. One was you get to capture people's information, and two is you get to have you get to capture their email as well in a way where it doesn't seem just like over the top salesy. Greg, what do you think about that?
I love it. One of the companies that we use is called Lead Quizzes. And I do, and we haven't done this for a long time, but man, 10, 15 years ago, there used to be this technology that we used that a friend of mine, Alex Mandosian, created, and it was called Ask Database. And you do these exit pops, and when people were exiting, you say, wait, before you go, tell me the number one reason why you're leaving, and I'll give you this ethical bribe, right? And people would say, I don't have a credit card, or I didn't have this, or I didn't have that. And you would learn so much information just by asking, hey, why are you going? I'm busy, I'm at work. I want to buy from when I'm at home. I'm on my phone. I don't want to do it on my phone. I need to research. The more you know about how your clients interact, the better you can address those different issues and do that kind of stuff. So that's obviously very, very critical. I am going to post a link in the chat as well that says if you do need help with your email marketing, we do have a managed services division where we do email marketing and we help manage that for you. We do everything. We write the emails, we come up with a strategy, we manage and create the flows, everything for you. And this is really meant for companies that are doing, 7 figures a year, and they really want somebody to help them and really take the best practices and put them in place for their email marketing. But if you're not building your list and you're building that kind of stuff up, you should be. And I know with LaunchCart in particular, we don't have the exit pops yet, and we don't have the email integration, but that's coming. So that doesn't mean you can't start using MailChimp or Klaviyo or whatever you want to use to start building your list now and using that to drive traffic to your store, because we're going to have that integration done as soon as possible with the LaunchCart platform.
Great. No, that's awesome. That's really great. I know that Cindy was asking about that, so I hope that answered your question, Cindy. So here is another thing on your checklist item. If you haven't done this already, we talked about it a little bit the last 2 streams when Ivy was on here. Your Black Friday, Cyber Monday promo calendar. Just simple. It can be a calendar that you write out. It can be a Google Calendar. But let me tell you the importance of a calendar. It gives you a great overview of what is coming up and what you're working on, and then also what other competitors are working on. So here's what you should have on your promo calendar. Let me give you a quick overview. Okay, so one is the name of the promo, whatever it is, whatever you're planning to promote, whatever the offer is, whatever that name is, and then actually also put the offer on it, right? So let's say, for example, Cyber Monday promo number 1, the offer is going to be buy one, get one free. Great, put that on the calendar. Then put the duration. Number 3, right? Put the duration. How long are you going to run that for? So that you have an idea. And so you're looking at a calendar, you're looking at all the different things that you've got planned. That way you're not looking at overlap. When you're trying to do 2 promos or 3 promos at a time, and you're making sure that each promo gets a proper type of attention. Finally, believe this or not, this is actually really helpful, is you put the competitors' promos on it. You can actually look right now to see what competitors are offering in that time frame, and you put it on your calendar and say, okay, now wait, if I run this promo here, am I going to overlap with Amazon's promo calendar here or what they're going to do? A promo calendar is really, really strong. We are actually in the process of developing. We actually have one for Shop Skinny Girl. But we look at that all the time to make sure we're not overlapping, to make sure. But with the promo calendar for the holidays, you can use it as really good strategy to see and plan behind. We've got maybe another major retailer putting a promo in. Well, maybe you can just squeeze it right before or after. Maybe you don't want to compete with them, but having a promo calendar is a really great map for you to work on. Any thoughts on that, Greg? Oh,
Nope. No,
Okay.
I muted myself again. You need to take over for a few seconds. We're doing another live on the Burnt Almond book launch, and I have to create some links and send some links out. So I'll be back in 2 minutes.
You got it, Greg. Thanks a lot. So I'll get back to y'all. Okay. All right. So I know that we've got a couple more things. Let's go through this checklist together. Okay. So the next thing is this is, we had a question. The question was, what are some of the best email platforms that are out there, right? So email is huge, guys. Email is huge. If you're not using email right now, you're not really doing digital marketing. I mean, right about now, email, actually not right about now, but for such a long time since digital marketing's been around, email has been huge. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to post in the comment a link, and it's a great link on the top email services. Please take a look at this article. Probably one of the best articles that I've seen in terms of breaking down what email services are good, what the cost for those email services are. But if you don't have a really strong email service right now that lets you schedule, lets you segment your audiences, please take a look at that article. It's a really great article. That's one tip there. Okay, now let's get into the website. We're trying to hit through all these things here. website. Guys, number one thing for you to hit this season is page load, page load, page load. And what we're not talking about is not just page load on the desktop, but page load on this baby right here, right? On the cell phone, on the mobile. You want to make sure that your page loads are doing really, really well in terms of how fast it's uploading. Okay, so what are you asking? Like, how fast is fast? Well, we're getting advice from some of our partners to get our page loads down to 3 seconds. And that we actually, the last the last report for our e-commerce was showing that after 6 seconds, we're probably losing conversions at that point. So page speed, page speed, page speed. So you're thinking like, okay, how do I do this? Well, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you this article right here, and it's a great article that we had was forwarded to us, and I read it and I love it. It gives you 20 things that you can do, top 20 things that you can do in order for you to increase the speed of your page, right? And let me just give that to you right about now. It's in the comment section. We're going to equip you guys today. We're going to give you guys tools. We're going to give you links so that you can look back at it and you can use it as a guide as you process what's happening for the
Why don't you pull those links up on your screen and share your screen real quick and see them? I know from a not that. I want you to share the actual page.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it's like, because I wanted to see it and I wanted to see what article you're talking about, because I'm very opinionated when it comes to this stuff. And I didn't read that article, so I want to make sure.
Right.
No, I've used over the years everything from Infusionsoft to Kartra to Aweber to Constant Contact to there's just dozens and dozens and dozens of them. And right now we really like for e-commerce Klaviyo. We used to use MailChimp a lot, and I thought MailChimp was pretty good. There we go. Not sure why. There we go. See, Constant Contact is showing that for number one. I wouldn't put that for number one at all for e-commerce at all. SendBlue, never even heard of it. GetResponse has been around forever. They're a good platform. I've used them before. Not necessarily for e-commerce. MailChimp. So the point is the main thing I think with e-commerce is you should be you can Google this stuff, you can find this stuff, ask people in groups, what e-commerce groups are your people using? Active email is another really, really popular one, I think, for e-commerce. And you really want to focus on e-commerce because e-commerce mail programs tag things differently, allow you to create catalogs and do different things and market through the tagging and the cataloging. And you want to be able to do it for your flows and your segmentation. List segmentation for e-commerce is critical, right? So we want to have the best email for list segmentation. So keep that in mind.
No, and that's great. And we use Klaviyo here. And Klaviyo, by far, in my experience, has been one of the best platforms that we use. So we can send you that link as well. So
I'm going to put it in right now. The link is launchcart.com/Klaviyo. And full disclosure, that is our affiliate link. So if you sign up, they're going to reward us for sharing with you. But we promote it, we use it, we promote it. And I'm not ashamed to get an affiliate referral link for sending it to you. So it's www.launchcart.com/Klaviyo.
Okay, so here's another thing that we want to talk about that's kind of interesting is how do you pronounce it, guys? How do you, Greg, you say Klaviyo. So we've got this whole thing. Actually, Amber, our COO, actually went online, found the support, and they actually told her over audio how to say it. I think Ivy's out there, and she's probably laughing about this situation. We've had so many funny conversations. Is it Klaviyo? Is it Klaviyo? You guys want to know? Here it is. Klaviyo. Klaviyo. There it is. So just going forward. Okay. Okay, so moving forward then, we've got a couple of things is, okay, check your mobile, guys. Check your mobile. Look at the functionality of your website on mobile. What I've got here for you is a little link here. It's called Mobile Ready. It's really great. It'll let you test any site that you have on any mobile phone that you want. Here, let me see. I'll put this right up on here. So you can actually put in your website or your URL address, actually any URL address if you want to check it. And then what you do is you put in there the platform, right? So you can put, hey, what does my website look like on an iPhone? iPhone 10s, or not 10s, iPhone 10, iPhone 6s. You can just put it in that. And there it is. I'll put the link right there. It's called ready.mobi. So that's there. So please make sure that you look at your mobile. The biggest thing is there's about, we're looking at 70% of sales are done on mobile platforms right now. So if you're not optimizing for your mobile, you're not optimizing for e-commerce sales and conversion. So that's one thing you want to take a look at.
I want to show them. I want to show them what that looks like because this is critical. So let me go. I'm sharing my screen. Let my screen come back up.
There it is. That's your screen.
Okay, so I'm pulling up the Shop Skinny Girl e-commerce store, and I don't know if it's the same thing you just promoted, Ready Mobile, but it's like a little Chrome app. I click this little Chrome app, and it pops down, and it shows me, a 320 by 568, a 360 by 540, the different sizes of cell phones. I just click it, and now it brings up an example of what that website looks like on mobile. Right? This is what you have to test, and you click a different size, and it will bring up a different size. And so I can test all the different sizes. I can test the tablets. I can scroll. I can see what it looks like. And if anything's off, anything's wrong, you got to fix it. Critical. 70% of your traffic will come from mobile. Okay. So it's just a little Chrome app. I use it every single day. You're going to want to get it. Is that what you share with them? Is that the link to was that ready.mobile? Is that the Chrome extension?
No, actually, I shared a website that did it. Yours was an app in the Chrome, so it's a little bit different. But Mobile Ready, I've used for a while. You just put in it's the same thing, except you get to. It's not an actual extension on Chrome, but I love that. I didn't know that we actually had a Chrome extension for that. That'd be great.
Yeah. Just Google Chrome extension for mobile friendliness, or actually, it's called. What is it called? It's Mobile Browser Emulator. Mobile Browser Emulator. So I like it because I can just click on it. I'm on a website. I'm doing a little audit for a client. Boom, it's right there. It's fast. I can check all the different kinds of things, and I can find mistakes and see what's going on. So it's good stuff.
That's great. That's great. All right. So let's see here. What else do we have on our list here? Okay, we're gonna touch on content. There's a lot of ideas for content as you go into this holiday season, and one big key that I've found across the board that is what seems like almost every single digital marketer is pushing is gift guides. Gift guides. We talked about this last Tuesday with Ivy, but gift guides. If you can just put together some of your best products, or segment for like, hey, we've got some top gifts for men, top gifts for boys, top gifts for girls, top gifts for women, all that kind of stuff. Just a simple gift guide. It could be a one-page gift guide, email, whatever it is. But gift guides are huge, and the reason why that's huge is because what we're doing is we're doing the work for the customer. So a customer gets inundated with all these choices, right? Let's say, for example, I'm a guy, I'm waiting, I need to know what to buy. I've got a bunch of people to buy stuff for. I don't know. A gift guide to me helps me say, okay, here's some things I want to pick out. Here's some things I want to do. So gift guides is actually kind of leading the customer into a way, hey, if you're a male between this age, buy this product. If you're shopping for your wife, buy this, or whatever the case may be. But gift guides is big. That's a huge content thing that we want to give away and let you know that use gift guides. The other thing too you can do with your gift guides is actually place offers in there, right? So hey, if you download this gift guide, we'll give you this offer, whatever, and you can have that at the very end. But gift guides. You can just look online and see what some of the best gift guides out there. But that's a big piece of content marketing for us going forward. Greg, any thoughts on that, or are you still with us?
Yeah, no, I'm still here. No, I love the gift guides. I think the gift guides is a critical idea. And you think about a Halloween gift guide, and again, the other thing is, just the Halloween checklist for your kids. Just hey, you have kids out there. Top reminder. You guys probably already know this, but we put together this little thing for you. And again, it's content. People share it. People like it. If you put a really good piece of thing together, people will share it and give it out there, right? So holidays, gift guides, just shopping guides, how to navigate. And how about this one? How about something that's related to how to shop online and not get taken by a scam site, right? Whatever that is, right? Tell people and teach people what to look for, right? And because again, I've been reading about it, and we all read about. There's so many sites out there that are selling. They're just bogus sites. They're not delivering what they want. And there was a big article on national news the other day about all the fake reviews on Amazon, going, hey, I'm buying stuff off Amazon because they have these great reviews, but they were fake reviews. Now, it's kind of hard to do fake reviews on Amazon, but people figure, these people that is crooked, they figure it out and they do it. So.
No, that's great. And one more thing too is, so some of the big retailers, like, we're not gonna mention all their names, but one of the reasons why they were doing gift guides was to hit the last minute shopper. So sometimes they'll trigger their gift guide to hit on the day of Cyber Monday or Thursday or for the Thanksgiving Day, right about a few hours before, halfway through the sale day, so that for the last minute shopper that's looking on their mobile phone, they can go like, hey, click on this. You haven't got a gift yet? Click on this. You can do it for Christmas as well. But it's become the #1 tactic to try and get the last minute shoppers from some of these major retailers. And I was just cracking up about the psychology behind it and some of the articles regarding it. But it's so interesting how a simple gift guide that comes like 5 hours before Cyber Monday is done, or maybe halfway throughout Cyber Monday, all of a sudden triggers sales through that. So that's an opportunity for you to do content, gift guides. All right. So
and let me say something about that too. The other key component to that is what you name, what you create, right? So the top 10 selling gifts for the last minute shopper, right? If I'm a last minute shopper and it's the last few minutes and it's some of the top selling gifts, that's pretty good title. But what you said, top selling gifts for grandma, top selling gifts for mom, top selling gifts for the 7-year-old, top selling gifts for girls, for boys, right? The more specific and call it you can make it to your target audience, the better off you're going to be. But the title, and same thing with even like our EECOM Mentor Monthly Lives. I've been talking to Johnson about this, going, the titles to attract you to come watch this have got to be like, that's worth my time. I can't miss that. Right. And we're kind of getting back in the swing of things, and we're going to continue to do better with that. But we want to give you guys value that make this meaningful. Same thing with what you want to do with your clients. Really spend time. And if you need any inspiration, just go start Googling other ideas and do what I do. Be a copycat marketer. It's like Google it and go, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You go find 10 other sites that have some cool stuff, and then make one that you like. Make up your own that fits with you. Because there's a lot of wicked copywriters out there. I'm not a wicked copywriter. So I have to get inspiration from other people. And all marketing people are copycat marketers, by the way. None of this, we didn't invent any of this stuff. Everything we're sharing with you today was taught to us and was taught to somebody else, was taught to somebody else. It's not new. It's just new to me, new to you. And so make sure you get the good titles.
I love that. And it's right. We are copycatters. And it just depends on the execution that differentiates everyone, right? But I love that you don't have to reinvent the wheel, and it's a great thing in terms of what you're looking for. And Google is a great place also for inspiration, and also here, right? Our live stream is a good place for inspiration to get ideas for your e-commerce. So last thing on the checklist, believe it or not, we're going to do probably another stream, I think, Greg, with a little more detail in it. But we're getting from us some huge reports on the conversion for text messaging. Yep. I know there's people out there that hate it, or they have an aversion towards it. But let me tell you, the text messaging ROIs that I just looked up the last 2 days are insane. They're really, really great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the comments section here some text messaging services that some of the top text messaging services that's available out there. But text messaging, you can use them for abandoned carts. You can use your text messaging to hit abandoned carts. You can do them for special offers. Our partner, BGS, is using it to hit their VIP customers, like sending them a text message saying, by the way, we're giving you exclusive access to our discounts with this. So text messaging is really, really great. And there's a lot of great platforms out there. Is there any thoughts on that, Greg? Because I know that Greg really loves this idea. Oh, I think you're muted.
I like the text messaging. I like the Facebook Messenger for the sole purpose, or for the sole reason that the deliverability rates are 80, 90%. I mean, it's off the charts, right? So, and again, you can't text message somebody that doesn't opt into your text messaging. So if somebody gives you their cell phone number, they must be okay to get those messages. So I wouldn't feel bad about it at all. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it. There's always that feel for it. Give value. Don't always try to sell. But the deliverability rate is just off the charts. And Facebook Messenger marketing is just crushing it for lots of people. So you're going to want to continue to do the Facebook Messenger marketing and use all these tools. Now, here's the question you have to ask yourself. You just have to say to yourself, but Greg, I only got me and one other person. I don't have a team of, 7, 10, 15, whatever people, right? So then you say to yourself, what's the most effective for you, right? And what's the most effective long-term for you? So, because you have to, again, prioritize and sequence. If you can't do it all, what should you do, right? What's the easiest from a time constraint? What's the easiest from a technology integration constraint? What's the easiest from, like, again, if I can do text messaging, Facebook Messenger marketing, and email marketing, and all these different things, let's just say those three things, which one's easiest for people to opt into? Which one's easiest for technology to integrate with, and which one's easiest for me to figure out to execute my marketing on, right? So take those things into consideration based on your skill sets, your audience, what you know, what you're using, and then start with the lowest hanging fruit. I guess it should be the lowest hanging fruit, and move your way up, right? But think about these things, right? And again, eventually you're going to want to do it all. And there are some great agencies out there that you can say, hey, let me pay these guys some money and they'll do that for me. So consider that too if you have the revenue and the income.
No, that's great. That's great. So just to let you know, we gave you a couple tips here. We're going to be hammering Black Friday, Cyber Monday for the next few weeks here, because it's really important to us that you get value of getting prepared for this big holiday season. We're going to capitalize on these techniques that we're telling you as well, and just let you know that there's going to be more and more topics that's going to be really close to these holiday seasons, so that you can capitalize on those conversions. So really quick, going over it, you got a huge checklist here. We talked about emails, we talked about offers, we talked about getting your promo calendar up, we talked about your website, gave you an idea for gift guides for content, and then we touched a little bit on text messaging. We're probably gonna have a big session on that, and text messaging, Facebook messaging as well. And some of you have asked through the comments about doing segmentation. So we're gonna probably do a segment on that as well. But just want to tell you again, we're so excited for this holiday season. We want to hit the ground running. And with what Greg is saying, yes, you have to look at your resources too. But I want you all to know it's going to be work. And that's part of the process, right? You want to capitalize on your holiday season, you got to work. And you got to say, okay, now what's the best thing with my resources? But you're going to have to exert a little more effort if you want to capitalize on those sales going forward. That's what we're going to do going forward as well with all of our accounts and all of our stores. So, okay, there we go. That being said, we're going to see you again Tuesday.
No. I'm not done yet.
Oh, you're not? What do you got?
No, I'm not done. Well, first of all, if you guys have any questions that you guys want to ask, go ahead and throw them in the chat box. We're still here for a few more minutes. But what I want to talk about is what we're doing here and give you guys the opportunity to join our club. So EECOM Mentor Monthly. Now I'm going to share my screen again. Where did it go? Oh, that is. So there it is. Okay, so now it's got, yeah, so here we are, EECOM Mentor Monthly. Now I'm going to log in real quick to the EECOM Mentor Monthly. This is our membership. We have a special that we just went live with just a second ago that if you want to join us and get involved, try us out for $1. So for $1, you can get into the EECOM Mentor Monthly membership site and get all the premium benefits that we offer our members. And let me log in here. Boom, boom, boom. It's like moving really slow. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I just logged into the members area. And what we're doing is we're adding content, tools, tactics, checklists, templates, swipe copies on a regular basis. You can see here we have the Klaviyo email templates and swipe. We have some Black Friday email swipe. We got some post-purchase email swipe copy. So here's like some done-for-you email stuff you're going to get the minute you log in for your $1. Then we have little mini courses, Conversion Tactics 101, Facebook Ads, Facebook Pixels, Email Marketing for Commerce, Product Research, Website Critiques, Website Wows. And then this right here, Burnt Almond 7 Steps to Building Wealth. This is a course that we sell for $1,000. This is our chairman and co-CEO, and we're giving it to all of our members who want to get in here for a measly $1 to try us out, and then $97 a month. So for $1, you can get in to try this out, and then it's $97 a month to stay on board. Now, on top of that, what's going to happen, and I don't know what the number is. Oh wait, sorry, I'm getting the Slack notifications. It's a 2-week trial for $1, just 2 weeks. You get 2 weeks to get in, check it out for $1, then $97 a month after that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue to figure out ways to add value to this and to support this. And what we're really looking for is we're really looking for people that really want to be serious about building their e-commerce business, that want to be part of a community. We want people that are givers. We're going to give to you and give to you and give to you. We want other people, as you grow, you can give to other people. And we're just one of this big giant gift community. We don't want a bunch of takers. We want a giving community where in our private groups, you can ask a question, you get help immediately, outside of, our support department and what we're doing. And we want to just try to get all that wisdom to be shared amongst each other so we can share everything from product sourcing to product pricing and all these kind of tactics and strategies we've been sharing today. It's an ever moving and evolving process. And the more you're in tune with the right kind of group, the more you're going to be able to implement, execute some of these ideas and make you money. So I just want to let you guys know that. And the link is, so I see somebody asking for the link. So that's a pretty important thing. So if you go to launchcart.com and then you scroll this thing right here, it says education. And then you click on preview content, it's going to take you to this link right here, which I will go ahead and put in. And here is the link. And you can see here, try for $1, $1. And then we do our 7-figure interviews and that kind of stuff. We're going to continue to add courses and keep making things better for you. So now I'm finished, Johnson.
I'm so sorry about this. Sometimes I just get out of control, and I love Greg there. Hey, hold your horses. You forgot about the thing. And he's absolutely right. We actually had a conversation about this yesterday, and it just I just completely spaced. But that is such an amazing opportunity. And thank you so much, Greg, for talking about that and recapping. We've got Ivy Rooks on the side here just cheering us on, like, yeah, don't forget about that as well. So that's amazing. So going forward, guys, we're looking forward to being able to see you every Tuesday and every Thursday about 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, talking about strategies and answering your questions. And at the end of the day, look, Greg has his sign off. I've got a sign off. And here's what we talked about Tuesday with Ivy was there's a lot of noise in the world, Greg. There's a lot of things that we have to face. But I realized that for me, to live for what matters most is the most important thing. I had a digital agency before, and my motto was live for what matters most, no matter what. Live for what matters most. And that's what's really important. There's a lot of noise. There's going to be all these things that you're going to need to do or want to do. But at the end of the day, the thing that matters most, I've got my faith, and Greg knows about that. I've got my business, I've got my relationships, and I got to make sure that at the end of the day, my priority will always be that priority. My faith, my family and friends, and the things that will build wealth and prosperity so that we can bless people around the world. That's me. So live for what matters most.
Yeah, very cool, Johnson. No, and I appreciate you, and I feel blessed to have you on my team. And what he's talking about is I always end everything every video thing I always do with this: wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude, and then tell somebody you love them. It's all about having an attitude of gratitude. You can't be in a position of anger and hurt and anxiety if you're being grateful. So just wake up, open your eyes, train yourself, train your body, train your mind to open up and start being grateful for the dog, the house, the bed, the whatever that is, everything under the sun, and then find somebody telling you love me, have a better day. So this is Greg Ryder and Johnson Doan, and we're saying peace.
Peace.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.